Okay, we are recording now. So back to our little topiary. Yes, Terry, this is the lady who packs your goodies that you buy. Okay, so good. Alrighty. So we're going to be making one of these today. And when I showed my husband the photo of this when I first made it, because he wasn't home, and then he came home and he saw it for real, he was like, wow, that's a lot smaller than I thought. So let's see here, to give you some perspective, here is a bottle of Glimmer Mist next to the topiary so that you can kind of see how big it really is. It's a small little thing, and I think it's kind of cute. I actually have big plans for it later, but first we'll work on the, oh no, Brenda got booted. Welcome back, Brenda. I swear I didn't do it, and I'm the only one yeah, I'm the only one monitoring, so it wasn't me, I promise. Okay, so here is what we start with, and if you buy a kit or have already bought a kit, this is what you'll get in it. So it will come with this funny little thing here that my daughter says resembles a really skinny snowman. It's your little styrofoam balls and dowel rod. You will get a little pot. You will get some jute twine, about a yard of it. You'll get some lovely Prima lace trim. You will get 24 of these Prima cabbage roses, and they're like a white, off-white, yellowish cream color. And actually, when you mist them, they kind of open up a little more, so that's kind of cool. You will get 50 of these little tiny white flowers, little tiny white roses. So, and all those. Oh, and my favoritist, this little teeny tiny bird. Isn't it just so sweet? Come close. Hello, birdie. Bird shot. Okay, so anyway, and my cat's meowing. Can you hear my cat? Okay, well that's good, because Arnie can tend to meow a lot, and shh, I'm recording. Anyway, so that is all that comes in the kit. Well, happy birthday, Ellen. Let's see, 50 in 2 weeks. That means your birthday is around the 4th of July, maybe? The 7th. Okay, well, my birthday is the 11th of July, so pretty cool month, right? Okay, so I'm going to move this finished one aside, which my youngest daughter has already claimed. Lily wants it, and Marley said she wants me to make her a purple one. So tonight, thank you, Terry. Tonight, I will be making a purple one, so I'll be using purple Glimmer Mist. Also, I have my hot glue gun already plugged in and warmed up and ready to go, because that's pretty much the only adhesive you're going to need. I also have a heat gun for quick drying of the Glimmer Mist, and I'm going to show you a great way to to make your Glimmer Mist go a little further. I'm gonna use chalkboard Glimmer Mist tonight. It is Grape Ape. It's purple, and that's just what Marley wanted. So first we'll, oh, Arnie just moved the camera. I'm sorry about that. Arnold, you need to get out of here. Evil cat. Okay. So. I'm sorry if the camera keeps jiggling. My cat won't stop rubbing his head on it. I'm going to send him upstairs here soon. So, I start with the little roses. And for this one here, I didn't use quite all 50. It really depends on how close you squish them together. And if you're worried about any of the white showing through on the styrofoam, you can paint that green ahead of time, or even put down some green paper, like you could decoupage it onto the styrofoam ball before you put your flowers on. But I don't really see it, and I don't really think it matters all that much. The mist is called Grape Ape. It is one of the newer chalkboard colors. It's more, they changed their formula on the chalkboards, and now they're more bright, they're more opaque, and it's like kind of solid, but it still has that really pretty glimmer to it. But you can use like any color glimmer mist you want. For this one here, I used pink bubble gum, but my 5-year-old said she wanted her topiary to be purple, so I had to find one of my purple colors. Grape Ape should be in the store, yes. Ooh, hot glue gun. Just got burned there. That stinks. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is paint, spray mist our little white flowers. And I don't want them to be like super solid purple. So I'm taking my bucket. Yeah, that's what my husband said too, the Grape Ape cartoon. I'm going to throw some of my flowers in my bucket here. And shake up my mist. And their new Easy Mix formula, let's see if they have this orange sticker on the lid that says new formula, Easy Mix, Easy Mist. You don't have to worry about shaking it. Before it was like, no, 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 don't shake, just swirl. But now you can totally shake it. It doesn't really hurt anything. Okay, so get all that glimmer mixed in there good. And I'm just going to spray it lightly, like so. And it's really up to you how much you put on. I kind of like it when some of the white peeks through. It reminds me of in Alice in Wonderland where they were painting the roses red. I'm a big Alice in Wonderland nut. Yes, and I will show you these, sorry, Brenda said it's a good idea with the coffee filters there. I will show you a trick how that's going to come in handy later with the other flowers. So now that we've got these all misted, and for the most part they're really not super wet, but I'm going to go ahead and hit them with the heat gun anyway, just so to make sure that the glue adheres. Yeah. Yeah, my husband's always like, why don't you wear gloves? You know, they sell gloves. I'm like, shh, I don't care if my hands are stained up and inky. Terry, you really don't have to buy a heat gun for this. For this one, a hairdryer would work just fine, or you could just let them sit. It's not mandatory. I'm just trying to keep this from being a 4-hour-long show. Yeah, ooh, gloves. Oh, you should have seen my hands the end of May. My daughters, for their last days of preschool, we tie-dyed t-shirts. And let me tell you, that dye would not come out. My hands were so disgusting looking for weeks because it was like dark purple and green and brown and pretty funny. Vintage photos and field paint. Mine are often, let's see, Dragonfly Glimmer Mist, that nice pretty blue color, because blue's my favorite color, or Broken China, Tim Holtz Distressing. I like that one too. And I'm thinking, I just got some of those new stains, you know, that are in the bottles. They're the same thing as the Distressing, only it's in a bottle with the applicator. And I got some walnut stain for that. I'm going to be doing something with that soon too. Okay, so now careful if you use a metal bucket. It gets hot with the heat gun. All right. Ooh, shellac with pink glitter. That sounds nice. Okay, so I'm just going to cut all of these little guys free from their wire stems. And I'm using wire snips. Don't worry, I'm not going to hurt my good scissors. These are meant for cutting wires. Oh, that's cool, Ellen. You make walnut stain, huh? I remember being young and cracking walnuts and having my hands be stained for days afterwards. Something here. Allow links. There we go. Okay, I've allowed links, so if you wanted to retype that, it's okay. I am probably going to cut off the majority of these, maybe 40 of them or so, and then see where that gets me. Yeah, I find I go through stages with the Distress inks. I use like one certain color for a long time, all the time. I get into a rut. Even though I have like 16 colors or something like that, I don't even know. But I always tend to favor one for a while, and then I switch. Alright, I'm going to use these little guys here. And before I get any further, I'm going to take your little pot and a piece of scrap cardstock or whatever. I'm going to take it and I'm going to draw a circle. Now you can definitely use a circle punch for this. I don't know that I have one the exact right size, so I'm just using the quickie method and drawing around my pot like so. And I'm going to cut it out. just inside that line. It does not have to be perfect at all. That's that side. And just cut in the middle. And another little circle here. You're not even going to see it, that's why it doesn't matter. I'm going to take my jute and glue it onto my cardboard there. That is a really purple thumb, oh my goodness. See, I don't even need to wear nail polish, my fingers are colorful enough. Ah, it's sticking to my finger. And we're just going to keep going round and round and round and round and round and round. It's hot, be careful. Yeah, dizzy. Are you guys dizzy? Am I making dizzy? Are you hypnotized? Okay. Now that I've hypnotized you with my circular motions, go to the store and buy lots of things. Just kidding. Almost done there. That hurt. Okay. I'm going to leave that little tail on. You'll see why in a minute. Okay. Now that I've got glue all up. Terry, I won't tell if you don't tell, I promise. Terry said that she's planning on buying lots. We just can't tell her husband. So everybody watching, don't say anything to Terry's husband. I think it's time to get a new glue gun then, Vanessa. I got this little sucker at Hobby Lobby. It's got the precision tip on it and it's cordless. You can unplug it and still use it. You have to plug it in every now and then to reheat it. It was only like $5 or something. Use a 40% off coupon. Froze! Oh no! Okay, good. I'm sweating that one. Okay, so you're going to take your skinny little snowman and put this through here, like so. I need a Dremel like Lolly. Hi, Dee Dee. They are hard to come by these days, those Dremels like Lollies. Now, push that up there. And I just like to shove my dowel down into the hole. There's a little hole in the bottom of the pot, and if you just push on it a little bit, it will wedge in there and it ain't coming off. So that's that. And then take another strip of hot glue here and glue the jute onto the pot and finish it off. That's just so you don't have to put anything inside the pot to hide, that it's empty. You could easily add some Spanish moss or something like that if you wanted to instead. This is just what I had, and you're getting some in your kit. So. Okay, now you can trim off the excess. Just like to leave a little tail on there because you just never know how much you're going to want to use. Looking pretty. Ow, burning finger. Okay. So, now, the fun part. Gluing the little roses to it. You can start anywhere you want. I prefer to start on the underneath side. It really doesn't matter. You can put the glue on the flowers. You can put the glue on the styrofoam. I think I'm going to put the glue on the flowers. Actually, sorry, Brenda. Didn't mean to make y'all dizzy. Hope you're okay now. Okay, so pull the trigger and glue it on. This is the most time-consuming part of making our topiary. Pulling the trigger and gluing it on. I'm so out of camera shot, aren't I? And we're just going to keep on gluing and filling it in. Boring stuff here, right? I find it's easier to have a free hand, so just set my glue gun on the stand and work that way. I tried using Helmar glue. Now, Tracy at Helmar said do not use the 450 on the styrofoam because it will like eat it. So she said to use the acid-free glue or the craft glue. That would work okay. And I tried it, and it does work, but the problem is it takes a little while to dry, so you're kind of holding it there waiting for it to set. So to be a lot quicker, I just like using the hot glue. But if you're afraid of getting burned or just don't like to use a hot glue gun or whatever, then you can use other glues. But anything like the 450 or Fabri-Tac or what else? 3-in-1, they will eat the styrofoam, so you got to use something a little more gentle. Bye, Ellen. Thanks for coming. I am recording this, so if you can't hang with me all night till I finish gluing all these little stickers on here, it'll be there later. And also, I'll be posting pictures of the finished one on Facebook. Okay. So before y'all get too terribly bored with me and gluing all these little flowers. I think I'm going to move on to the cabbage roses so you can see how I did those. That's just a little bit different. Not so much the gluing, but the coloring. Did you do real ones, Brenda? Brenda said she made topiaries at the flower shop. Did you make them out of real flowers? Wow. Yeah, I got the idea from this. My original idea was inspired by Disney. We were in Disney end of April, beginning of May, and it was during the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. And they have so many gorgeous topiaries made out of, you know, the live plants and stuff, which is beautiful, but most of them are greenery, they're not flowers. But then there's a restaurant in the Magic Kingdom called the Crystal Palace, where they have all the characters from the 100 Acre Wood, like Pooh and Tigger and Eeyore and Piglet and all them. And they have this gorgeous topiary display in the middle. And can you believe I didn't take a picture? But that's okay because we're going back in October, so I'll take a picture then. But they have these topiaries made out of the characters, and they are all little roses like these. Well, probably a little bit bigger, but you know what I mean? They're like paper roses. And they just are gorgeous. And I thought, oh, I have got to make something, a topiary out of my paper roses. But you are not going to see me sculpting any Eeyores out of styrofoam, so we went with some simple ball shapes. Yeah. It'd be cool to find some of the other shaped styrofoams, you know, like sometimes they have stars and stuff like that. Wouldn't those make just adorable ornaments? Could you imagine like silver glimmer mist, silvery colored glimmer mist all over flowers in a star shape, or gold even? Okay, what is a plume pit? I'm sure it's not good. Oh, a plum. Oh, okay. Sorry. Well, that's still not good because they're just so tiny. The little chihuahuas, they're so tiny. Um, Sorry for those of you who are watching and not seeing the chat. One of our viewers' sister's chihuahua just swallowed a plum pit. Hope the little guy gets it up. We had to, Foster one time choked on a piece of wood. My husband was building our deck, and there was, you know, pieces of sawed off 2x4s everywhere. My dog decided to gnaw on one, and he choked on it, and Kevin had to stick his fingers down his throat and yank it out. And that's all you could do. Okay. All right. That didn't take too terribly long, did it? Faster than I thought. And see, there's still this many left over. Oops, sorry, this dropping them all over the place. There's, what is that, about 10, 11, 12 or so left over. Okay. So now I'm gonna move the hot glue gun before I get burned. And we're going to move on to coloring these. Remember these guys, the coffee filters that I used to catch the drippings for my first ones? I'm going to spray them with water. This gun here, as soon as my sprayer will work for me, I think my kids have been playing with it. Okay, well anyway, get it good and wet. Okay. And then, now this is where your hand's going to really get messy, so if you're all about keeping your manicure pretty, wear gloves. Take my flowers, and my wet coffee filter that sucked up all that good glimmer mist, and I do this. Now, if you want them to be darker, you might want to spray the mist directly on them, but I like just the hint of color. And that way, this is all the mist that was from those original flowers, so you don't have to, you're totally reusing it, you're not wasting any. And with the, this is the chalkboard mist that I'm using here. With the other mist, the regular glimmer mist, it actually seems to go even farther. Like you can keep watering it down and watering it down, and it'll keep on spreading. Like my towel's starting to get a little bit dry there, or my coffee filter, I mean. So I'm just gonna wet it a little bit more. I gotta figure out why this thing is not spraying right. Anyway. Okay. Yeah, it seems like the regular glimmer mist has more of a dye base than the chalk, if that makes it all any sense, because the chalkboard glimmer mist are actually solid. They're more opaque when you spray them on things. But, okay. Now that we've got these all slightly purpled, I'm going to try and get my sprayer to work right on here. It's wanting to spray a stream, and I don't want a stream. If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm fighting my spray bottle. It wants to spray a straight stream, and I need it to spray a mist. When you know that would happen to me. Alright, I give up. I give up on that one. Okay, so once you get them all, these suck up the water pretty good. They're pretty wet, so then we gotta dry them. And as you dry them, they kind of open up a little bit more. So dry, 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 dry. How boring is this watching glimmer mist dry? And also, after you're all done with your coffee filter and it's dry, wait, let me see if I can show some what I've used. There we go. Here is one. There's the pink one that I used, the coffee filter that I used when I made this topiary. After you're done with that, then you can run it through your Sizzix dye. I used the Tim Holtz Tired Florals Sizzix dye, and I made flowers out of it. Yep, that's right. I made these flowers actually with that dye and coffee filters, different colored coffee filters. pink that I used on this one here for this topiary is called bubblegum, or pink bubblegum. Looks like that in the bottle. And I'm pretty sure that I know I have it, lots of it in stock, but I'm not sure if I have it listed. I just got a box of Glimmer Mist in this afternoon, which was supposed to come in on Monday, didn't come until today, so I'm happy about that. But anyway, so I have more colors that I need to add to the store. I'm sorry. But I've got a new, I shouldn't say I've got a new supplier. I still get my Glimmer Mist directly through Tattered Angels, but in a pinch, I also have another supplier that can get me my items wholesale in like 2 to 3 days because they're a lot closer. They're a lot closer. Of course, the cost of them is slightly more because they got to make their cut too, but is the chalkboard too? Is the chalkboard in stock? It should be. The grape ape. This is the grape ape. And you can see how very little I used of it. There's like a tiny bit missing. Oh no, the pink isn't a chalkboard, it's regular. Yeah, right now is the best time to buy because all of us store owners are gearing up to clear out inventory because CHA is less than a month away and we want to be able to go and buy all the new pretty stuff. So we've got to clear out our inventory so that we've got money in our pockets. Yeah, okay. I think they're actually dry now. Oh. Okay, so same with these. Start clipping them off. The wires on these ones are slightly thicker, a little bit harder to get off. There we go. Yeah, like Vanessa was asking about the inks, which one's the chalkboard and which ones are the regular Glimmer Mist. The chalkboards come in a bottle like this. It's like round shaped. It's still 2 ounces. It's just a different shaped bottle. And the regular Glimmer Mist is in an oval, like kind of flatter shaped bottle, and it's again 2 ounces. It's just a different shape. So see, that's how you can tell the difference between the chalkboard and the regular. Oh, bye, Dee Dee. Sorry you have to go to work. I'm glad you stopped by. Okay, almost got all these chopped off. I would say you are definitely going to use all of these. There, you'll probably have some of the mini roses left over, but you'll definitely use all of these larger roses. Okay, so got those all clipped off. Let's move our heat gun, or our glue gun, back over here and get busy gluing. So while I'm gluing away again, I've got a question for all of you watching. Do we want to win a prize tonight? Wouldn't that be fun? No strings attached. The prize will be something you want, I promise. It's not like you get to win a year's supply of cat food. Unless you have a cat, then you might actually want to win that. So, okay, show of hands out there. Who likes Prima flowers? I have a cat and a dog. My dog would eat cat food if I would let him. That's a whole nother mess. Me. Okay, is there anybody out there that doesn't want to win Prima flowers? Okay. Let's see here. Welcome, Cassie. Glad you could join us. Cassie is on our design team. You've probably seen her work on our blog if you check it out. It shows, let's see here, I'm going to look at the chat real quick. It shows we have 6 current viewers. And there might be some people that are watching that aren't signed in yet to the chat. You might want to sign in if you want to get a chance at the prize. Anyway, let's see here. Should I show you what I'm giving away before we pick a winner? Do you want to see what you're fighting over? Okay, let me hear. Hang on a second. I'll be right back. How about these? Prima flowers and chipboard centers. They're in shades of pink and peach and brown. Do you like pink and peach and brown, or do you like blues better? Because I think I have them in blue as well. Yes, I have them in blues and greens, and it looks like white and rust color. So I think we should pick a winner for pink or for blue. And I just did that backwards. So let's see here. I'm going to keep gluing. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. There's that gun before I burn my finger. Oh, you have those. You're going to pass? You still wouldn't like to have a free pack anyway? Well, if you girls hang in there with me till the end of the show, I will pick a winner. We're getting close because this little ball is getting full. Somehow I am running out of flowers. How is that happening? Hide them in your locker, huh? I think I'm running out of glue too. In case anybody's wondering what I'm doing here, I am coloring up some more flowers because I'm running low. Don't worry, I will make sure that you have enough to complete a topiary. I won't let you run low, I promise. So, hitting these with the heat gun real quick. So a locker is a pretty interesting place to hide your flowers. Anybody else got any? Yes, these are the cabbage roses. Of course, from Prima they don't actually have a name. They're just like an item number, like PE 456 or something like that. But yeah, they're cabbage roses. I like that they come in the cream, the bulk packs of the cream and the white, because then you can color them anything you want. We have larger ones too. There we go. And back to gluing. Yes, please post them on your Facebook page so we can all see them. And if you guys ever make anything and you want to share it with everybody, I welcome you to post it on our Your Memories Here Facebook fan page and show us what you've done. I love seeing other people's work. It's inspiring. The balls that I used for these are 1.5 for the small one and 2-inch for the larger ones. Brenda, you ain't right. What are you talking about? See this one here, how it really opened up? It actually might come apart. It's not, but sometimes they will come apart like that. That center will come out of there. Just hot glue it right back into place. It's no big deal. Alrighty, so a little bit more white there. cover. And oh, there's another spot. I hear my husband creeping down the stairs. He's gonna sneak in, see if I'm still recording. He doesn't like to be on camera, so he won't say anything. Hi, Kevin. I'm almost done, you can see that. But anyway. Oh, that looks, that sounds so pretty, Terry. Sorry, I had a hard time spitting that one out there. Okay, so let's see here. Now anywhere you see a little hole like that, I'm just going to take one of these little purple ones and fill it in. Yes, I mentioned at the beginning of the show that I have big plans for these little topiaries. That'll probably be my project for next week on the blog next Tuesday. I'll share with you all. And then we'll probably do another live show for that project too, because I like doing these live shows. They're fun. I like chatting with you all. Just seeking out the little spots and filling them in. Yes, this one goes to Marley, my 5-year-old. She requested purple. Lily gets the first one I made that's pink. Brenda, the concert was fabulous. Brenda just asked me how was my concert. Last night, my husband and I went to see Jimmy Buffett in Pittsburgh. And because we are big Parrot heads, we're huge Jimmy Buffett fans. As a matter of fact, we got married on Daytona Beach in Florida and had our wedding reception at Margaritaville in Orlando. The only way it could have been better is if Jimmy had been there himself. Anyway. I think I have got all, oh, I see another white spot. Just might be able to find enough white spots if you keep looking and looking and looking. Sometimes you gotta say enough is enough. And I think I'm gonna say enough is enough. So there it is, all full. Now, you probably, thanks Vanessa, you probably can't see by looking at it right now, but there are little stringies on it all over from the hot glue. You know how that happens to weapon. So you just take your heat gun and hit it real quick, and it zaps them all and melts them and gets rid of all of those little extra stringies. Now you want to do it quick because you don't want to remelt the glue that you just applied to keep your flowers on. But it's just enough to clean up. Okay. Then we're going to take our Prima trim and go around. And I just knocked mine out of the pot. That's okay. You can glue it back in. No biggie. My Prima trim. Never tell which side is the right side. Terry, yep. I think you just might need to get a gun after all. Okay, so I'm going to put a bead around here and start gluing. And you can also glimmer mist your trim if you want to match. I like the antique white lace look, but you can totally color it to match or color it to be a different color, contrast, whatever. I'm just going around and around and around. And I hope I don't make Brenda dizzy again. And Arnie's back and meowing at me again. And moving the camera. Yes, you could definitely paint the pots. You can buy craft paint. that is especially for terracotta pots and things for outdoors. Of course, if you put paper flowers on it, you're not going to want to put it outdoors. But any acrylic paint, I imagine, would work just fine. So, okay. All right. Okay. So now that that is on there, make sure it stays put for me. Okay. And we're going to take our little bird friend, little teeny tiny guy, put a little dab of glue on him, and stick him on top. Just like that. And that is it. That is how we made them. So I'm going to lay them down here so you can see it. And what's funny is, I don't know about how it's coming across to you all, but that purple is looking kind of blue. But it's really a very grapey purple. So just so you know that. So let's see here. Okay. Alright, so here's our purple and pink. Two little lovebird topiaries. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Yeah, Cassie, I don't know if you saw or not. Terry, I have actually an unlimited amount of kits because I'll just keep putting them together as necessary. But this is what the flowers originally start out as. They're very cream colored, white and cream colored. There are, you get 50 of the little mini roses, and you get somewhere between 24 to 30 of the cabbage roses. And the kits are, can't remember off the top of my head, shame on me, right? Let me see here. I believe it's $10.99. Let me check real quick for you. I should have been prepared for this. Yes, the kit is $10.99, and you get everything you saw here. The flowers, the pots, the lace, the jute twine, the little birdies, the styrofoam balls on the little dowel rod. It's all together. Basically, the only thing you need is your favorite color of glimmer mist and a hot glue gun. And there is the link to the kit. And there's a better picture on the website there too, so you can kind of see it up close and a little more detail. So, you're welcome, Brenda. I always love watching the Live with Prima shows and any other live Ustream shows. You always learn so many other little tips and tricks, and I'm always happy to share any kind of tip or trick that I can come up with for you. So, okay, let's see here. We'll come back to me, maybe, possibly. Did that work? Cutting off some of my hair. Sorry for the close-up. Okay, now we're looking at my mess here. I can't win. All right, I'm about to give up here. Okay. Yes, I always wear my apron now because I ruined one shirt and one shirt was enough. So there's my apron, and you can see probably all the paint and things that have already been on it that would have been on my clothes. So commercial? How did you get a commercial, Brenda? That stinks. Oh, it's up there. Okay. So, well, that's a bummer. Alright, so I think it's time to pick our winners. So, pink or blue? First person that types pink and the first person that types blue wins it. Go. Alright, it looks like Vanessa's getting the pink and Terry is getting the blue. So, go ahead and send me your mailing address. Actually, I think I probably already have your girls' mailing address. Not going to say why, but anywho. Yes, Cassie just reminded me that to remind everyone about our design team call. Right now, Your Memories Here is seeking out some more designers to post to our blog. Every week we have everybody post one day on the blog. So if you're thinking you might like to try, you know, just the information is on our blog. Our blog is ymhdesigns.blogspot.com, and all the information is on there about applying. It's basically, it says, you know, you have to have a blog. We don't care if you're a scrapbooker, a card maker, mixed media, you know, home decor projects, whatever. We like all different kinds of things, all different skill levels. It's open to anybody in the world. You don't have to be from the US. And you get to play with awesome goodies. You get an awesome wholesale discount. And we are taking applications until July 1st. And then we will pick our 6-month term team, and then 6 months from then we'll probably pick another team. But I've been doing this for a couple years now, and it's pretty fun. But I think with things getting as crazy as they are, I'm probably going to step away from the design team, and so that's going to leave one more open spot to fill in. I'll post projects every now and then, but so we're going to be needing 7 spots. So if you want to go ahead and give it a shot, we'd love to see what you've got. My email is Krissy with a K, Krissy at yourmemorieshere.com. You can send that stuff over to me and I'll take a look at it. So let's see here. Yes, I still will be doing projects. I still will be doing Ustreams. I love crafting. That is my passion. However, I can't find the time to do my projects every week, and I don't want to let anybody down, and I don't want to demand my team does a project every day when I can't even do a project every day. So I'm going to leave that open to somebody else that can commit to it more often. But I will still be posting projects on our Facebook page. I will still be doing these Ustream shows, and I will probably still be posting things on the blog because I still have my own blog, which is yourmemorieshere.blogspot.com, and I'll be doing, you know, my own personal projects as well as other design team projects and all that kind of fun stuff. But a formal design team position will be given away to somebody else instead of me. Yes, there are not enough hours in the day for everything. So, all right, girls, I am going to stop recording, and there we go.